What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Antoine here, and welcome back! We're back with another video on the channel. In today's video, we're doing another random talk video, and today's video, we're gonna randomly talk about something, and that of course has something to do with Fortnite that happened like a couple of days ago. I'm pretty sure you already know what's going on. I think they started around Tuesday, in March of 2020, 2026, I believe. I think it started like around like March, so it happened on Tuesday. I'm recording this on a Saturday, so like maybe around the 23rd or 22nd or 21st or 2026, but I'm not sure though. But now let's start. We're gonna talk about this, get my thoughts, opinions on this, and see where we go from there. Because obviously, this needs to be talked about. Because obviously, the layoffs and everything that's going on in Epic Games. I'm pretty sure you already know what's going on. I mean, I shouldn't elaborate with anything. If you guys do not know, Fortnite laid off 1,000 plus employees this weekend, I believe this week, unfortunately, you know what I'm saying, 1,000 plus employees got, laid off, basically fired, from Epic Games, which means that, yeah, 1,000 employees lost their jobs and everything else, and all of that. And Tim Sweetie made a post about this whole entire thing, a statement about this. If you guys know who Tim Sweetie is the CEO of Epic Games. Basically, he's whole part of Fortnite and all the other Epic games that have made over years. So he's the Epic Games CEO. He made a statement talk about why he released 1,000 plus employees this week and everything else, and all that type of stuff. We are going to be going over these key employees that has got released. You know what I'm saying? They're very important, and that yes, these employees mostly came from Fortnite. Yeah, most of these employees, 1,000 plus employees, came from Fortnite, not for Rocket League or anything else. It mostly came from Fortnite, so that's why I'm talking about this because it mostly came around Fortnite and everything else, and a lot of things has happened too as well. So we will be talking about that. You know, why tips we like fire or lay off. Basically, fire layoffs basically mean you're fired, whatever, but whatever. But they're doing it in a way where it's basically like oh, you didn't do anything wrong, whatever. That's what called layoffs, whatever. But that's not here, that's not there. Um, yeah, we're gonna talk about that. Tim Sweet's statement about why he lay off the 1,000 plus employees, and also some of the employees that talked about this on their social media X and all that, and that were very important because this layoff is not just any layoff. This layoff, what they did was not only over 1,000 plus employees, but also these were key employees that are very important in Fortnite. I'm gonna talk about that, and then the future of Fortnite and everything else is going on, and you know what I'm saying, and more details and everything that's going on, and all that in today's video and all that. So yeah, and also you know what I'm saying, before we get into today's video, before I get into more details about everything that just transpired of the whole entire 1,000 plus employees getting released by Epic Games, by Epic Games, of course. Most of them is of course related to Fortnite and everything. I want to clarify this real quick. Fortnite's not dying. It's not going anywhere. It's going to stay for quite some time. Despite GTA 6 coming out, if it ever comes out in late this year, 2026, we're not so sure. It's not going anywhere. It's obviously, in my opinion, it's still to me the greatest BR that I've ever played in my entire life, and it's one of the best. And it's one of the best games of all time in the game industry. It really changed a lot of people's lives. It was free to play. It was super good. You know what I'm saying? It still is. It's still functioning really good. Chapter 7 season 2 is actually a pretty good season, I will say, for the most part. But although it's not better than Chapter 7 season 1, but for the most part it is pretty good though. But although it is reused, rehashed content, whatever. But I'll probably explain more in depth to it once the season goes on, but we'll have to wait and see on that one. And yeah, and overall, like I said, yeah, we're gonna talk about all of those and all that type of stuff. So yeah, we're gonna keep that in mind. Yes, I know some of y'all might think that this might be over the end of Fortnite. We've seen that numerous of times, and Fortnite has still have decent amount of players playing the game still and everything else. So it's not the end of Fortnite. Once again, it's not over. It's not dying or anything. Um, Gone over that. It will never die. The only way Fortnite will ever die is Fortnite do it itself, just like Call of Duty. The only time Call of Duty will die, Call of Duty nuke itself. And so far, Call of Duty's doing that. Fortnite is on the verge of doing that with the way they're doing what they're doing with this whole entire situation with these 1,000 employees or laying off, whatever you want to call it. So yeah, we're gonna talk about those. And like I said, because a lot of people say, "Well, I can't wait GTA 6 come out. It's gonna fucking rattle fucking every game in this known to man." You might never know. I might never know. But like I said, I'm not gonna sit here and say that it's gonna kill Fortnite or whatever, because Fortnite's not gonna die by GTA or no any other game that's coming out. It's still gonna be fine. It's gonna have still got players and everything. So I want to point that out. So before anybody just straight up just assume things because of this whole entire, a thousand plus employees getting fired, it'd be the end of Fortnite, whatever. So just want to point that out real quick before we get into today's video. So yeah, that's a clarification and all that. With that being said, let's get right to the point and everything else. So obviously, what happened this week? Obviously, the 1,000 employees that worked at Epic Games, they're mostly working on Fortnite and everything else, got laid out, not laid out, layoff. By by the higher ups of Epic Games, Tim Sweetie and everybody else. They laid off over 1,000 plus employees, and obviously, most some of the employees were very important, big importance when it comes to Fortnite and everything else. You know what I'm saying? Because obviously, Epic Games bread and butter is Fortnite. It's their best game product and that they have make money out of and everything else. So it's like and they fire 1,000 of them and everything else, and it was over 1,000 employees that they have fired. Now, granted, this is the first time they've done this before. They laid off around like 900 something employees. You know what I'm saying? When they did this back in 2023, and Tim Sweetie made a statement, and he said that we did this because we was like losing a lot more money while we were paying a lot more of these employees. So if we figure we just let them go, so that way we don't have to lose no more money and everything else is go to bed, and we don't have to worry about it no more and everything else, and we'll just be cool. Well, here we are 3 years later. That was back in 2023. Now we're back in 2026. We're here in 2026, and well, they have laid off 1,000 plus employees, and that's unfortunate. You know what I'm saying? And it's sad and it's pretty awful if you ask me. I'm not gonna lie to you. Yeah, 1,000 plus employees has been laid off by Epic Games, man. Most of them are from Fortnite and everything else. Don't get it twisted here. So it's pretty sad. Now I know some of you guys are probably gonna watch this and say it's not a big deal. This happened in almost every job places, this and that, blah blah blah, blah and all this other type of shit. And once you understand this is not just any like no matter if it's big or small the layoffs or anything, no one should never, no matter what job you are at, what I'm saying, no matter if you're in the gaming industry or any other job, should not get laid off ever. You know what I'm saying? Unless if they did something wrong or whatever, or broke any guidelines, then okay, maybe they should get fired or something like that or laid off. But no job should never get that. I understand it's life, it's business, and all that. Time goes on, but no one, not even the big, developers or small ones or anybody that's like part, of anything that's revolving around gaming or not non-gaming should never face any layoffs whatsoever. It's one of the devastating things you could possibly do because you're doing your job, you're not doing anything wrong. You know what I'm saying? You're just doing your job, whatever, and the next thing you're getting laid off for no reasoning. And in my opinion, it's beyond one of the most stupidest things that the company or any company whatsoever that does to their employees to lay them off because they need to keep money or they keep losing money, so they lay them off. It's like, what's the point of hiring more employees if you know you need to make more money? Or better yet, what's the point of hiring these employees when you know you're losing a lot more money? Like, it just doesn't make any sense. It's just so stupid that Epic Games Tim Sweetie and all the other higher ups are what they're doing, and it's letting go these 1,000 plus employees, and or letting them go, or laying them off, whatever you call it, so they can keep like so that way they can like stop spending more money on these developers and people that are working hard in this game, and just straight up just keep like so that way they don't have to spend more money or lose more money. You know what I'm saying? it's beyond that, man. Like I said, man, no one, not even no matter whatever gaming industry you are at, should not be laying off like 1,000 plus employees. Whether it's gaming wise or non-gaming wise, it's beyond awful. And for all of those who did got laid off, for all those 1,000 employees who got laid off, who did got laid off, unfortunately, I wish them for the best for you. You're in my prayers. I hope that you, whatever job you get next, and hopefully you keep that job and don't get laid off on that one, because it sucks, honestly, um, to get laid off, and it's unfortunate. And I hope that whatever job you suit next, I hope that it gets better, and I hope your day gets better, and I hope that you get, the oh, you get get a job, and hopefully that job will suit you better. Because I know some of the people got laid off or trying to cope with this, trying to come to a sense of to this. They lost their job. Some people are not. Some people kind of devastated about this, and I am truly am sorry for those 1,000 plus employees that got laid off. And it's not the great feeling in the world to get laid off like that. And honestly, I feel truly sorry, saying for those, and I hope y'all get another job, and I hope y'all day gets better or whatever. God bless you guys, and you're in my prayers and everything, because it sucks to like get laid off by your job, especially when you ain't doing anything wrong. You're just doing your job, but then because the fact that they're deciding to let you go because they figure, you know what, listen, you're doing your job, but we need to let you go because we need to make money or whatever, and paying you with losing money, so we gotta let you go. Like, there's certain things. So yeah, but we will get to some of the employees in the video and talk about them because how important they were in Fortnite. Because I think many people don't understand, like, this just not just any 1,000 employees or random 1,000 employees getting laid off. It's literally Epic Games. Tim Sweetie came with the list and just like let go let go all these 1,000 plus employees and laid them all off for no entire reason. It's just ridiculous. And it's not just Tim Sweetie. It could be the higher ups too as well. Then maybe it was the higher ups that did this, and Tim Sweetie just took to the side and didn't do nothing. You know what I'm saying? It's awful, and I feel so sorry for for anybody that was affected by this, and I hope that you guys get your days get better. Now, what started this whole entire why would the higher ups of Tess Whitty and these employees, why would they decide to let go of 1,000 plus employees that they work at Epic Games? They made a statement right here. I'll probably read some of it here. Granted, it's not the best in the world. I will try to read as much as I can. I couldn't. I forgot to like put a bigger screenshot in this one. That was my fault. But hopefully, I can read it and understand it. If not, I'll link YouTubers who talked about this down below in the description. By the way, that's Typical Gamer on the left side. He talked about this situation on his channel, and then there's two more YouTubers that I watch. They talked about this situation too as well. I'll link them to their if you want to go watch it and go support them and whatever, all that, and get their situation, but based on their perspective. It says right here, and it says that it said this was sent to Epic Games like employees today. And it says right here, today we're laying off over 1,000 Epic employees. I'm sorry we're here like again. The statement from 2023 when Tim Sweeties made that little statement said, sorry we're here, but here we are again, whatever. The downturn in Fortnite's engagement that started in 2025 means we're spending significantly more than we're making, and we have to make majority cuts to keep the company funded. This layout, together with over $500 million of identified cost savings, and contracting, marketing, and closing some of the open roles to put us in more, put us in more, put us in a more stable place. Some of the challenges we're facing are the industry wide challenges, slower growth, weaker spending, the tougher cost economies, current consoles selling less than the last generations, and gains competing for time against other increasingly engaging forms of entertainment, and some it said some of our challenges are credited to Epic, despite Fortnite's remaining one of the most successful games in the world, successful games in the world. We've had challenges delivering consistent Fortnite magic with every season. We're only in the early stages of returning to mobile and optimizing Fortnite in worlds of billions of smartphones. And in the being the industry's vanguard, we have taken a lot of bullets in a battle which is only in the early days of paying off ourselves and all the developers. They also talked about obviously they're going to pay all the employees, and obviously they're going to try to give them the benefits and everything else, which is cool and all, but still you fire your employees during the time where you guys are literally at your worst state. Well, not the worst state. Y'all still got Chapter 7 season 2. It's great and all, but still um you let go of your employees, and then the whole V-Bucks change and all that terrible decision y'all making right now because y'all need to go pay y'all fucking bills that y'all said. It makes no sense about it. I just don't understand it. It's crazy, you know what I'm saying? And it's very clear that basically off of this statement that y'all just saw that I just gave y'all, basically Fortnite is basically losing a lot of money. That's why they're deciding to increase the V-Bucks prices, because last year, despite them making over $6 billion, which is crazy to think about, they decided to, basically they were losing a lot because due to marketing, obviously the lawsuit that happened with Epic and Google and the app stores. I don't know if y'all noticed, but around March 19th, 2026, we just got Google Play coming back to Fortnite in the mobile scenes. So now all the mobile players from Google can finally play worldwide. And just like around Chapter 6, Season 2, I think Season 2 or 3, Fortnite, after so many battles with the Apple Store, they won the lawsuit, and now they got their whole, the Apple Store people can now play Fortnite through Apple. You know what I'm saying? Back in Chapter 6, Season 3, the Super Season. You know what I'm saying? Like, we just got back, getting getting Fortnite on the Apple Store, but in doing so, they had to go through a lawsuit between Google and Apple, and they did win both the lawsuits, but at what cost? They lost a lot of money. In fact, Tim Sweetie put a whole lot of money into this lawsuit because he wanted to win it so badly. But in doing so, he laid off so many employees and everything else. And then, of course, you guys already know, Google and Apple stores took Fortnite off their apps, which caused the whole smartphone, Fortnite seemed to be shut down for a very long time, and they just now getting it all back up. They now just getting it all back up. Like last year in Chapter 6 Season 3, the Super Season, the Apple Store finally put it back out after the lawsuit thing happened. So it was all good, you know what I'm saying? And then Google just the season, Chapter 7 Season 2, around March 19th, like a couple of days ago, they finally put the Fortnite on mobile back onto the game. Like, they just got done with the whole lawsuit shit finally after so long, but the damage has already been done because you put so much money into the game. Not much money in the game, much money into the lawsuits. Then you forgot, you left the whole entire Fortnite, mobile community like disband, like in despair. You know what I'm saying? And granted, the costs of the consoles are way higher than it's ever been done before. I don't know if y'all know it, just knows it right now, but PS5 just increased their prices on consoles, and in order to get a PS5 Pro, it costs like $900 something. No, I'm dead serious. I'm dead serious as a heart attack. Like, dead serious. Like, they just increased their console prices and everything else. Like PlayStation just raised their console prices like up like $100 something. Like it's beyond crazy. Like, as I'm recording this, you know what I'm saying? So it's already expensive to get a console, especially on Xbox and PlayStation and Nintendo shitty ass, and then you got PC costing a lot of money. So it's like consoles are getting very very high. Phones is also high too as well to an extent, but it is way more affordable, I would say, than the consoles and PC. Honestly, if it were up to me, I'd get a phone, which I do have a phone, and I do play Fortnite on my phone. But that's not here, that's not there. The lawsuit really did a lot of damage to Fortnite because they were throwing a lot more money into these lawsuits than actually were about to throwing a lot of money into the core game of of everything. You know what I'm saying? And I granted, I understand that they want to win the lawsuit for the antitrust to do it for the developers and everything, but in doing so, you already damaged the smartphone Fortnite community, and then you literally just destroyed everything. And now they're slowly trying to get like the community back. But I think the damage already been done. Like I don't see how Fortnite the mobile scene community could come back to this. I mean, there's probably gonna be something gonna come back to this, but it's gonna take a very long time for them to like get some of the players that they once had in that smartphone, Fortnite community, and to get them back because that lawsuit happened. Then on top of this too as well, you guys spend a lot more money on these actors that doesn't even play Fortnite. I love The Rock, you know what I'm saying? One of my favorite wrestlers of all time, Dwayne The Rock Johnson, but he doesn't benefit Fortnite. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't benefit the whole storyline. Granted, yes, he's the foundation, but the dude literally is just the actor, and he has a trade clause where where he can't lose. So more likely, we're going to see Ice King get his ass kicked, or worse, get betrayed by the Dark Warrior, and he's gonna lose, and there's no, and it's making this whole pointless of the showdown between Foundation and Ice King. Like it's pointless. I feel like it's just better if we could just have the Order versus the Ice King and then call it a day, because she's mainly been following around this whole entire shit. But then again, I digress. They need the Rock for attention span or whatever, but so much money that Fortnite even throwing around just beyond crazy. You know what I'm saying? This metaverse that they're doing, yeah. If at first it was okay, it was okay at first, but then there was a lot of mistake that happened to the metaverse, and then I realized they're trying to be the next fucking Roblox and shit, which is not working at all. It's bad, and then Tim Sweden want to throw shades at fucking Valve and Steam because Steam and it trying to throw like Steam is scamming all these little fucking things, a lot of AI and shit in there. Like Tim Sweeney said that shit, whatever. And the Valve guy, the Steam CEO, just sitting there just like whatever. I ain't gonna do nothing, and did said nothing. You know what I'm saying? Did absolutely nothing. You know what I'm saying? And then to add in insult to injuries too as well. That explains why they make the Epic Store. You know what I'm saying? To compete with Steam. The reason why they make Epic Store, I say Epic Store. The Epic Store, the reason why they make the Epic Store in the first place is to compete with Steam, because Steam was like it's like the best PC like internet thing in history. You know what I'm saying? Because Gmod came from there, and everything else, all these games that are like PC game came from there, and Epic Games. Tim Sweetie want to compete with Steam, and so far it's been doing horrendously dog shit. And unfortunately, you know what I'm saying, most people who comes on to Epic Store is to just only play Fortnite. That's pretty much it, because Epic Games is literally Fortnite. It's been that way for a long time. I mean, yeah, they got games here and there from other different, studios, but most of the studios literally like don't matter to these Fortnite players. They only gonna play Fortnite only on there. And if you really think about it, that explains why Grace Ashcroft, if you pre-order Resident Evil 9 Requiem, you get Grace Ashcroft as a skin for free. And then that Crimson Desert game, which saying it's pretty decent, it's all right. You pre-order that, you will get the Crimson Desert, character skin, whatever, from the game. They're trying to get people to play more than just Fortnite, but it's not working though. This free skin shit they're doing, it's not cutting it for the Epic Games stores, whatever. So once again, basically they throw money like Epic Games, Tin Sweetie. They're throwing money to the system that's so stupid to the point where like it's like the employees have to pay the price for it. That's why they're leaving. You know what I'm saying? Because they lost a lot of money because they're throwing all this shit they're doing into other games and everything, other things that they're trying to make like try to make it work. You know, so to try to gain more money. These project ain't cutting it. You know what I'm saying? Now, granted, obviously the UFN creators. I hear a lot of people online say the UFN creators are the one responsible for everything that's going on. I'm gonna say this real quick. The UFN creators, this not their fault. They're just creating maps and doing whatever they want to do and just trying to go beyond Fortnite. I get what their vision, I get what they're trying to do. What I'm mad at is Fortnite and Ten Sweetie. They're putting much more money into these UFN creators for little to no to for a lot. So a lot more money. they're trying to innovate Fortnite to be more than just BR. They want to make it look like, oh, we're just doing creative stuff on, UFVN maps. We're doing something innovating. You know what I'm saying? We got, Unreal Engine 6 coming around. Like, they're trying to do something be bigger than Fortnite, and it's not fucking working. It's not bringing the needle to make Fortnite better. It was supposed to be, but it's just not working. No one's not investing to this shit. No one in the community is not investing to this shit. Maybe there may be a few, but me, I don't care about the UFN map, UFN things. You know what I'm saying? I have nothing respect for the UFN content creators. I'll shout out to you guys, for putting out amazing, unique maps. But I don't go to Fortnite to play UFN creative maps or any other modes that they got in the game. I'll give it a try here and there, but I mostly go play the BR because, in my opinion, the BR needs to be the main priority. It needs to be. Otherwise, Fortnite dies. In my opinion, if you destroy the BR and not making this like this main priority, then Fortnite dies itself. In my opinion, that's just take that with a grain of salt. I mean, look at Chapter 6, Season 4. Remember that still the brain rot shit that happened. That one of the UFN creators copy the Roblox to make like a TMU version of the brain rot simulator shit in Fortnite. It got so popular that not only Fortnite promote the shit, encourage people to do it, but it gained more viewership than the actual BR did. I'm not joking. You know what I'm saying? Chapter 6, Season 4 had got outbeaten at one point by still the brain rot shit. I'm not joking. It really did happen. I saw it. I saw the viewership. I'm like, oh my god, Fortnite, what are y'all doing? Like, I understand the vision. They're trying to be more than just BR for Fortnite. It's just not working, man. The rocket racing shit, not working. Lego shit, not working. Festival not working. Blix and Reload, they're working, but they're BR related games. You know what I'm saying? So I get them a pass. But these like even some of the UFN map generator creative things, it's not working either. And granted, yes, I do understand that Fortnite needs the UFN creators, you know what I'm saying, and all that because it makes the money. I understand the verification and everything. You know what I'm saying? I understand that if you buy something out of Idle Shop, you're supporting the whole UFN creator stuff, and then Fortnite gets some in it too as well. I'm aware of all those things. I am 100% aware of it, but let's just call a spade a spade. Let's keep it real here. It's not moving the needle for Fortnite. The UFN creating maps ain't moving the needle for Fortnite. This Rocky Racing shit, the fucking festival shit, the Lego shit, the goddamn the brick life shit, the everything that's multiverse in Fortnite, it's not working. It's not working, and and I think Fortnite needs to understand that. But sadly, Tis Sweetie makes it very loud and clear based off of the statement they're still going to do this multiverse shit. And I'm telling you, it's going to get worse from here because you remember that Disney, multiverse back in when they made like a trailer about that shit. When I saw it, I was like, it looks pretty interesting. But then I realized this multiverse shit, it's going to flop. And I have a feeling that this Disney, multiverse stuff that they're doing, is going to flop heavily, and it's going to backfire on Fortnite and Disney in so many ways because no one cares about multiverse no more. And let's keep it real. No one cares about it. People care about the BR aspect of the game. Reload, Blix, and the Battle Royale. And the Battle Royale needs to be the priority for Fortnite. I get it. I understand some of you guys don't fuck with Fortnite BR as this very moment. I am 100% aware of it. But you have to understand the reality. The reality is if Fortnite's BR dies, Fortnite dies with it. That's just facts. Because if you take away, let's say hypothetically, you take away Fortnite's BR, the Blix and Reload and the regular battle royale, do you honestly think that Fortnite is going to be be money wise like ostensibly okay? Like you really think that they're going to be okay with this? You really think that Fortnite's going to survive off of this? Off the metaverse and everything else. Fuck no, they're not going to be. There's a reason why Fortnite got popular in the first place. It wasn't Save the World. It was literally BR. They were so unique when they did this shit. When they went to BR route. When they went to BR route, it was so unique because back then BRs were popping. And Fortnite decided to hop on that, and it was success. It was a huge, huge success. Save the World was a PVE mode and still is, you know what I'm saying? and it wasn't moving neither for Epic Games. BR was. So if you take BR away, let's say you shut down BR, Reload, and Blix, you do that, and Epic Games is fucking cooked. Like the money and everything, they'll lose it, and then all the employees will be affected by it. It's important to keep the BR very stable, and I think Fortnite needs to understand it. I think Tim Sweetie needs to understand that this multiverse shit needs to stop. And that Disney multiverse y'all doing ain't gonna cut it. It's going to flop completely. And if it flops, that means more employees gonna lose their fucking job, and that means that it's gonna be a waste of time. And hopefully by then, Tim Sweetie will understand that this multiverse shit you're doing ain't cutting it. Listen, I'm not trying to hate on this multiverse stuff. I'm not trying to hate on anything that the UFE and content creators are doing. I don't have issue with them. I had issue with the fact that how much money they're getting out of this. That's my issue because them putting so much money onto things that no one gives a rat shit about, then the actual thing that needs to like be like the main priority, which is the BR, is an absolute problem. I understand the European creators they want to make the money and all that. Go ahead and make your money. I ain't upset about that. But when you step away from the main thing that makes you famous and try to be multiverse or everything else, then that becomes a huge problem. It becomes a huge problem. You know what I'm saying? Granted, I understand not everyone comes onto Fortnite to play a battle royale. I'm understand that, but this is the reality here. You have to keep the BRs a top main priority. You don't, if you do not, and I repeat, if you do not make it a top priority, then Fortnite dies with it completely. It's going to be over if you don't make it as a priority. And I think that Fortnite and Epic Games and Tia Sweeney need to make a BR as a priority from here on out. He did talk about how they're going to focus on BR more with the live events, the content, and everything else, the updates. Yeah, well, I'll believe it when I see it. Well, so far, I'm seeing they're doing some constant updates and everything else, but what about future seasons? Like, chapter 7, season 3, 4, and then chapter 8. Say future season. Are they going to keep it up? Or with this layoff, what they're doing is going to really bite them in the ass. So, yeah, I just want to point out the UFN creator situation. I'm not blaming them for this whole entire shit that's going down. I'm blaming Fortnite and Tier Sweetie and everybody else who is putting a lot of money and time and all the money and all that to them. Like they should not be making that much of a money like to make these UFE and creative maps and anything. It's beyond crazy. You know what I'm saying? They like I heard that there was like they're making like over 700 million something dollars. I'm like, what the fuck for these type of maps that no one like gives two shits about? It just would make any sense. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not trying to disrespect the content creators of the UFN people because I'm pretty sure there's a lot of good developers and team that makes UFN maps. It's just that I'm just keeping it real with you. It's not the priority. It should not be the main priority. The main priority should be BR and BR only, plain and simple. And this is what happens right here when you don't make BR a main priority. You lose employees and everything else. So it's already bad enough on that one. So yeah, I got to point out on that one. The collaborations too as well. I heard a lot of people say collaboration is also the main reason why this whole thing is a mess. Listen, I don't mind Fortnite making collaborations. In fact, I don't care if Fortnite making collaborations or not. It's up to them if they do or not. My issue is that they need to start focusing less on that one than more on the main product that like the BR, like I said before, and other things too as well. Because Chapter 7 Season 1 had the most collaborations that I've ever seen before. Like Ed and Eddie, fucking regular show, Kim Kardashian, fucking The Bride and fucking Back in the Future with Doc and everything. There was so many collaborations. The South Park, like like there's a lot. There's a lot of collaboration. That I feel like it's SpongeBob too as well. My cartoon go. You know what I'm saying? Like they had so many collaborations. I feel like they need to tone it down a bit. You know what I'm saying? But unfortunately, they're not going to because recently they just brought out Game of Thrones, and they just brought out the Looney Tunes out with Bugs Bunny and Daffy Duck. Yeah, it's very clear that Fortnite is moving the direction of the collaborations to try to get them make them more money and everything else. Like I said before, I think Fortnite also said that they're gonna make like over 100 collaboration for this year alone in 2026. So expect more of that. You know what I'm saying? I don't mind collaborations as long as Fortnite is focusing on the main game that made them famous, which is BR. So I'm cool with the collaboration, whatever, for now though. But literally also them changing the V Bucks prices also turned effect too as well. Because when you change the V Bucks prices and everything else, well, we have to spend more of your money to pay the fucking bills. Then you expect some people going to turn away and not, not want to play the season, boycott the whole shit, and then next thing you know, don't want to spend no money on V Bucks and everything. They also play a part too as well. And that's unfortunate that they did this. And they did this at the worst time too as well, because the hype around Chapter 7 Season 2 was like, it was hyped around it because people had some expectation that it was going to really knock Fortnite out the fucking park. And so far, it did. It's a really good season so far. Although it was overhyped as shit though, because there was the same mechanics turned to new mechanics, whatever. But it felt like it was the worst timing because all the bad decisions and changes that they're doing, and then you add on top of them firing over 1,000 plus of these employees. It's a lot, and that's completely kind of fucked up, and it's crazy to think about. And of course, speaking of the 1,000 plus employees. I want to show you guys some this real quick. You're not gonna believe this though. So this is the gravestone that I got like a screenshot picture from Top Five Gamer, and this is basically symbolized that alongside with the 1,000 plus employees getting laid off, Fortnite's now shutting down the three mode that's currently in the game. Yeah, I'm not joking. I'm dead seriously. After literally after the whole entire 1,000 plus layoffs that Epic Games did, the heroic Epic Games did, they're now shutting down the three modes. They're in the game as we speak right now. For the Fortnite Festival, Battle Stage, Rocket Racing, and Ranked Ballistic, which basically Ballistic, all three are getting shut down. Think Rocket Racing will stay until October, I believe. So October of 2026 is where Rocket Racing will be going. Fortnite Festival, Battle Stage, and Rank Ballistic are both going to be going around April when the Save the World is free to everyone. I'm not joking as I say this. This is not no clickbait. This is dead ass as a heart attack, seriously like dead ass. Like Rank Ballistic and Fortnite Festival, Battle Stage, and Rocket Racer are all going to be gone by time this year is over. But Rank Ballistic, which is basically Ballistic, and Fortnite Festival, Battle Stage will be going around April when the Save the World comes out and the Arena Box Fight comes out too as well. Rocket Race will be going to 2026, which is funny because out of all three of these, they're going to be going. Ballistic is the one that not only stands out the most, way better than these two modes, but also they have a strong fan base that plays this game only for the Ballistic modes come out, and it's now gone. Like Deadass is going to be now gone around April, which is like 2 weeks away or something like that, I believe, or like 3 weeks away around April. You know what I'm saying? Mid-April, I believe it's going to be gone. So it's like, okay, that's fucking odd, whatever. But at the same time, this is what they're doing. They're because of the layoffs, 1,000 plus employees layoff. They're shutting down three of the modes, which explain why some of these employees that did work on these games are not only that they got laid off because of it, and because of the layoffs, I believe this is where they're gonna Epic Games gonna shut it all down because with them shutting down all these three modes, I believe this is where one of the main layoffs that did came off because some of these developers that got laid off did work on these modes, and unfortunately, they're all three getting shut down. And out all three of them, Ballistic is the most standout one in my opinion, and it is now going to be gone. Yeah, it's beyond crazy, and yeah, it's insane. Typical gamer, with shout out to him. He did talk to Tim Sweetie on social media on Twitter/X. He did talk about how he wanted to keep Ballistic, because obviously he liked that mode, and him and his team is willing to keep Ballistic to to try to keep it being stay. And he responded to it. He said we need real developers to do all this type of stuff. We don't have this and that, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Basically, they're saying, typical gamer, no, you're not a developer. Shut the fuck up. We're shutting it all down. So, yeah. they're already pulling the plug on this, and odds are they're going to do it. It sucks because obviously it would have been cool if they did. Typical game and his team did do this because his team is also like making European creators and everything else. And I'm not gonna lie to you, it's a great idea. I like the fact that typical game wants to keep this whole entire thing afloat and everything for ballistic to stay. But unfortunately, I think it'll just be gone. So it's like whatever. Whatever, man. Honestly, I don't get it, man. The amount of money that they're the wrong direction that they're doing with this shit just doesn't make any sense. But whatever. So on to the employee side. So employee number one is this guy named John Dispatch. He's been here since day one. I believe he's been here. I believe like during the time he was in when Fortnite was in, the Save the World shit, you know what I'm saying? So he's been here for like quite some time. He's been here since day one. He's been here when the whole entire Save the World stuff is going around. He made a tweet on here. He said, after almost 8 years, my time at Epic Games has come to an unexpected end. It's hard to put into words what a incredible journey has been, but I'll try it in this. There's many tweets he said about his time at Epic Games and everything else and all that. And he played a key role into Fortnite in so many ways because not only that he was one of the main people that started this whole Save the World stuff, but he launched a creator program to where you use your code, use this code to support the creator and all that. He launched that to support the creators who have been supporting the game for so long, to not only give them money but get them the support that they really needed, and also give them early access to skins and everything, which is really cool. I always wanted to do that, you know what I'm saying, but I don't think they're never gonna happen. But we'll wait and see. Um, and he got released, so that's a damn shame. There's another employee named Lucas Chase. Obviously he said he made a Facebook post. He said, I wasn't planning to have the right this today, but I wanted the 1,000 employees who were laid off at Epic. We also happen to have our first baby due in May, so the timing is a little rough. Epic was an amazing place to work. I had blast, recruiting great people with a great team by Epic. If anyone has any leads, slash connection, words, or condolences, feel free to send them my way. So basically, this dude was about to have his first baby due in May, which is in 2 months, and he got laid off. That sucked, and I feel truly sorry for him. Like that's crazy, man. Imagine you working at a job that you think is the best in the world, and then you're getting laid off, and then you got and then you're laid off at a time when your baby's due in 2 months, which is insane. So prayers go out to him too. It's insane. Next up, we have Joanna Catman. I think the worst part is that I just paid 4,000 vet bills last week, but that's how things go. So basically, she got let go after paying the 4,000 vet bill last week, and now what I'm saying, next thing you know, she was just let go for some odd reason. Like that's insane. like I like she just paid vet bills, $4,000 of vet bills, and she's now let go, and it's insane. Like that's once again that's crazy though. But okay. There's this another developer named Evan, I believe. Yeah, Evan. He's the one that worked on like the servers, the bugs. Basically, he's like the main guy that works on everything that's known to man. Like he works on a lot of shits that involves with bugs and glitches and all that. He tries to fix all those immediately with all the updates. Like bug fix updates or updates in general. Like he give us a lot of what he's giving us for. So unfortunately, he was let go. He said, "Guess who got laid off today?" Unfortunately, it was him. I'm generally so confused and bewildered. Like I spent the past few weeks debugging the rival system, which it was a little bit buggy if you ask me, while recovering from pneumonia. And just in the past few days, I have multiple directors telling me how much they appreciate everything I do, and then he said, I've done so much with this company and our games, so many late nights, so many weekends, and so many live events and competitive events, and the new features and new seasons. Solid performance reviews every time, and multiple people mentioning how critical I am, and what impact I make across multiple teams. just to be thrown out. So he's basically frustrated about this whole entire thing. And honestly, I don't blame him being frustrated because getting fired while you're recovering from some sickness of pneumonia, you know, saying it's beyond kind of crazy. You know, saying it's like damn, you know, saying and he was just trying to, you know, he was just trying to do whatever he can, you know, saying to make, you know, fix all the bugs, you know, issues going to the rival system and all of that, and he gets let go for because he needs to get let go because they're paying too much to their employees. It's beyond stupid, and that's awful right there. But this last one will probably hurt me the most. And last but not least, this one kind of hurts me kind of the most. Vahali, this dude, he's the one that's responsible of creating the greatest character in Fortnite history. Jonesy, yeah, he's the guy that was responsible of making Jonesy, the director, character art at Epic Games. Yeah, he made Jonesy's and these skins that we be seeing in Fortnite. He's responsible for all of it, and guess what? He's been let go. And he said this on his Facebook. Well, this is weird. After 11 years, I find out I no longer work at Epic. It's been a wild ride, lots of ups and downs. Seeing Fortnite from pre-launch, so he was there before when Fortnite was even a thing. He's been there since Save the World shit. From pre-launch today to today, and being part of making that happen was an experience of a lifetime. Seeing a lot of similar posts out there, I hope that everyone's impacted by this layoff lands on their feet. Best of luck of all folks, to all folks remaining at Epic. I am now open to work. Yeah, so basically he's gone. Yeah, the guy who made Jonesy was the one is gone. He made the greatest Fortnite character of all time, and he is officially gone. Unbelievable. So for anybody who wants to sit there and say this impact of it's just a job, whatever, it's not a big deal. It's a big deal. These people who got fired are some of the most important people in Fortnite right now, and they got well not fired, let go, whatever you want to call it. These people that got let go are some of the most important people in Epic Games. And one of them is Jonesy, and he's the sole responsible person of making Jonesy and direct shit to as well. And there was another employee that also that directed the Simpsons season, like gave us a storyline and everything. The Simpsons season, he was let go, and then there was the person who currently is making the storyline for Chapter 7, Season 2, with the whole Ice King and the Foundation Showdown and everything else. He got let go. So it's like they're letting go all these iconic motherfucking people and laying them off. So it's not just any layoff. It's literally like let go of the most iconic people that have, you know, that have made what Fortnite what it is today. And now they're getting let go or tossed aside like a bag of chips or something like that. It's just beyond crazy to me. And yes, there are many more you know, employees that got laid off and all that. I'm sorry if I didn't get to y'all, but I got to get to the most important ones. Not to think less of you or whatever. You're not important. You're just as important as these people that I mentioned. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, I hope y'all get back your feet and find another job that suits you. In your endeavor, and to all the remaining, you know, Fortnite, you know, Epic Games employees in general, I hope that this situation did not derail you of anything of staying in Epic, whatever, or leaving. If you do, I understand, and I hope, and I'm keeping my prayers to you. Hopefully, you don't get laid off or fired, whatever, and because you know, billion-dollar companies make billion-dollar decisions, and it's the stupidest one of them all. And yeah, just want to point that out real quick. It's very scary out here, man. And honestly, like I said, man, my prayers go out to you guys and everything else. So honestly, I don't know what to say. I mean, it's beyond crazy, man. Like it's the biggest layoff that they ever did in Epic Games history, and we're back at this again in 2023. They let go of those people because well, we need to save, like, you know, we lose a lot more money, so we need to save. And now they let go 1,000 plus more people. Well, because we need you know, we're making less money, so we need to save by letting them all go. Instead of like making these dumb decisions of putting so much money into so many other things that won't work out, instead of putting more money on the BR, which is the biggest thing they need to focus on, It's beyond stupid, man. I get it. I understand the metaverse. They're trying to make it work, but it does not fucking work. It just won't never work. And Fortnite, Epic Games, and Ted needs to understand, but unfortunately, they won't understand. And I guess this whole Disney shit that they're doing with the metaverse, it's gonna flop and it's not gonna work. I'm just gonna let that know right now. It won't fucking work. You know what I'm saying? It just will not work. And I'll be the first person, one of the few people to say this on the internet. This Disney collaboration shit they're doing with the whole time metaverse stuff they're doing, it will not work. Well, it will get people on to talk, to like watch it or see what it's all about. Sure, I'm one of them. I will try it out, but I'll guarantee you this: it won't work. It just won't work. Just like the rest of these metaverse that they're doing. They're trying to be like fucking Roblox. It's not working, Epic. It's not working, Ted. It's not working. Just give it up already. Just go back to BR like you normally should do. You should be focusing more on that one. Like you said, you want to focus on all the storylines, live events, everything on BR. Stay there and don't leave. But instead, you're gonna do what you normally do, and normally what you billionaires, you dumbass millionaires, are gonna do, and that's make dumb decisions and straight up just focus on the wrong things that doesn't need to be in the game. Like it's so stupid. Like it's they're gonna do something that's so stupid, and it's gonna like really derail Fortnite in so many ways. They're really baking off of this Disney shit and trying to see if it'll work. It will not fucking work. I will try it out, but it won't work. And if it doesn't work, then we're gonna be pointing at you and blaming you for all this. And then you're gonna let go more of the employees. Like it's it's stupid. It's beyond stupid, honestly. Like I said, I could go on and on for like 3 hours talking about this whole type of shit. It's beyond stupid to me, but y'all let me know in the comment section down below how you feel about all this and everything else and all that. So, um, the future of Fortnite, honestly, I'm very scared. I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna keep a buck with you. I'm scared. I'm scared to death because what they are doing is beyond stupid. All of this I'm mentioning, they're doing all this to try to be like Roblox, to try to get into this metaverse shit. It's not working. You need to start to go back to your roots. Money can change you in so many ways. Remember what you came from. That's my quote that I made up. It's on my channel if you want to go look at that quote. Fortnite made so much money over the years, they forgot what really made them famous in the first place. What started them in the to make them famous in the first place, and that was the BR. Saber World was great and all, but that's what not most of the people come here for. They come here to play some BR. And Epic Games, Ted Sweetie, and all the higher ups forgot all about that. The developers, they know that the BR making is the most important part of the game. Even the developers at Epic Games know about this shit. But unfortunately, the higher ups who's making all the decisions are trying to make all the developers from Epic Games to do all these fucking metaverse shit, and it doesn't work. And if it doesn't work, well, you are fired or lay off. It's stupid. It's beyond stupid, and I'm worried about Fortnite with this whole shit. If they keep up with this whole entire metaverse shit, I'm just gonna keep a buck with you. It's gonna make Fortnite go downhill. Not saying it's gonna die, but it's gonna go downhill from here, and then we're just gonna look back on ourselves saying, why you guys not tried out the metaverse stuff? Maybe should because no one wants the metaverse Fortnite. People just want to play the VR, the one only thing that keeps people playing these games nowadays. You're not getting me wrong. Shout out to the European creators. Y'all make amazing maps and everything, but it's not going to drive the force of what Fortnite what it is today. It's not. No matter what tools you bring in, no matter if you go into Unreal 6, it won't work. Just go back to your roots. Go back to square one. Just go back to it. But again, I have a feeling they're not going to go back to this, and it's just going to drag Fortnite to the ground, and it's going to get worse. But you know what? I'm still going to stay here. I'm not going anywhere. Until Fortnite say they shut down Fortnite forever or whatever, I'm still going to stay here because I love this game so much. That's why I'm passionate about talking about this, and that's why I'm making a video about this because I really want Fortnite to go back into the right direction. And what they're doing, they're not going back in the right direction. They're taking a step back, way step back to the point where it's just not looking good for them. And honestly, it's just not looking good. And honestly, I hope that Epic Games and the remainder devs that work in there, I hope that Tech Sweetie understand that this metaverse ain't it. They need to take a step back and they need to focus on something that matter, and that is the BR, Fortnite, and they need to focus on those. And if they don't, then I have a feeling that this whole shit's gonna, this metaverse shit, is gonna get worse, and us Fortnite players, we're gonna pay for it even more by spending more money on this shit. It's gonna be bad, and then the boy is gonna get fired too as well. But you be the one to blame. That it's not me, it's you. You didn't do this right, so you get fired. Oh man, God have mercy. God have mercy on our souls, man. That's all I can say, man. But hey, though, let me know. I mean, that's pretty much it. I just want to talk about this because I'm very passionate about Fortnite. I'm still gonna stay here and play this game. I'm still gonna enjoy Chapter 7 Season 3, and I'm still gonna see how much content I put on this game and whatever. See if we go from there. I know this is a long ass video. I had to talk about it, but I had to get it out my chest because it's been bothering me for so long because these employees getting fired out of something that's it's like out of their control, and it's 1,000 plus of them got fired. Um, yeah, but that's pretty much it. I ain't got nothing to say, man. Thank you for watching. Leave a like, subscribe. Let me know in the comment section down below how you feel about the 1,000 plus employees getting fired, getting let go, fired, whatever. And also, what do you guys think of the future of Fortnite? Is it going to go good or is it going to go bad? I have a feeling that it's probably going to go bad, but hopefully I'm wrong here. But I don't know, man. We'll have to wait and see. This is a long video. I had to talk about it because I'm very passionate about the game. I want the game to be very successful, but so far it's turned to a chicken shit, and I'm not happy about it. So we'll have to wait and see. So with that being said, hopefully I enjoy today's video and everything. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe. Yeah, I'm gonna get up out of here. I think I said enough already. To all the employees who got fired, I mean, let go, fire, whatever. I wish nothing but the best for you guys. Hopefully, I get another job here and there. My thoughts and prayers goes out to you, each and every one of you guys. 1,000 plus for you guys who got fired and all that. And to those who are still remain there at Epic Games, I'm praying for you, and hopefully you don't get fired, whatever. And hopefully you keep your job secure and cross your fingers. So yeah, but that's pretty much it. As always, take care. I'm out. Peace.